Welcome to Asset Television, your best station for news, politics, business, sport and entertainment. Your one-stop channel, Asset Television.
Hello and thanks for staying with us on Asset Television. Welcome to the news. I am Eugenia Solomon. The headlines. Aviation workers threaten to shut down till September 18th. Court sentences teenager to 6 months imprisonment for stealing. Nigeria Civil Defense Corps arrest cable vandals in Benin. The details. Aviation Workers Union have concluded plans to shut all airports across the country from September 18th. This is following the refusal of the federal government to accede to their call for the reversal of the 50% deduction policy from the internally generated revenues of agencies in the aviation sector. The strike notice was made known through a statement and signed by the General Secretary of the National Union of Air Transport Employees, Ocheme Agba, and Deputy General Secretary of the Air Transport Services, Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, Francis Akinjole. Others are the Secretary General of ANAP, Abdulrazak, the General Secretary of the National Association of Aircraft, and the General Secretary of the Amalgamated Union of Public Cooperation, Civil Defense Technical and Recreational Services Employees, Sikiru Wahid. The unions include the National Union of Air Transport Employees, the Air Transport Services Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, the Association of Nigeria Aviation Professionals, the National Association of Aircraft Pilots and Engineers, and the Amalgamated Union of Public Cooperation Civil Service Technical and Recreational Services Employees. The unions warned that critical safety activities within these agencies were already being compromised due to the financial strain imposed by the deductions. They further cautioned that they would not be held responsible if the aviation industry becomes dysfunctional due to these financial constraints. The ultimatum given to the Minister of Aviation on the same has expired since the end of August 2024. A teenager simply known as Amo has been sentenced to 6 months imprisonment after he pleaded guilty to a 2-count charge of conspiracy and stealing of clothes worth 3 million naira by Justice Yusuf Bashir. Yusuf ordered that he should be kept in the Agodi Correctional Facility in Ibadan. He, however, gave the convict the option of paying a 30,000 naira fine and 1 million naira restitution to the complainant. Earlier, the prosecutor, Philip Amusan, had told the court that Amo committed the offences with some others still at large on April 3rd at Ogungpa Market in Ibadan. Amusan said the convict who worked at the market stole a bag containing different types of clothes belonging to one Columbia Omeboro. A report by the National Bureau of Statistics (NBS) disclosed that Nigeria's total merchandise trade during the period under review currently stands at 31.8 trillion naira, representing a decrease of 3.76% over the value recorded in the preceding quarter, but a rise of 150.39% compared to the value recorded in the corresponding period of 2023. It said the trade balance in the second quarter remained positive at 6.94 trillion naira, indicating an increase of 33.63% compared to the value recorded in the preceding quarter. It stated that exports accounted for 60.89% of total trade, showing a marginal increase of 1.31% compared to value recorded in the first quarter of 2024 and a 201.76% rise over the value recorded in the second quarter of 2023. On the other hand, it said importation decreased to 0.71 when compared with the value recorded in first quarter of 2024, and a rise of 97.73% from the value recorded in the corresponding quarter of 2023. Now, Regional Director of the Christian Broadcast Network CBN Anglophone Africa, Dr. Felix Oisamoje, has advised Nigerian journalists not to engage in any form of self-censorship. He gave this advice on the occasion of the 30th anniversary celebration of CBN on Thursday in Abuja. Oisamoje also urged the federal government to stand firm in dealing with insurgency currently bedeviling the country. He also outlined the journey of the Christian Broadcasting Network in the last 30 years in Nigeria.
The Christian Broadcasting Network was registered in Nigeria as the 700 Club. In the 3 decades that have passed so swiftly, Nigeria and Anglo West Africa have enjoyed a wide bouquet of programming that caters to the whole family. From Superbook and Flying House designed for children but enjoyed by everyone, to One Cube and One Cube Nigeria for the youth and music lovers, to programs like our indigenous 700 Club Nigeria, Living the Life, Heart to Heart, You Were There, and TPI, formerly known as Turning Point International. Designed for the older audience, every program is carefully and prayerfully produced to bring lasting hope and positive impact to the viewers.
Dr. Oisamoje also hinted that lots of activities including novelty match, visits to orphanage, Superbook Fun Day, among others, have been lined up in the course of the celebration. If you are just joining us, you are watching the news on Assets Television. We will be right back.
Welcome to Asset Television, your best station for news, politics, business, sport and entertainment. Your one-stop channel, Asset Television. Welcome to Asset.
Welcome back and many thanks for staying tuned. Now, the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps NSCDC command in Edo State has arrested 3 suspects for an alleged cable vandalism. The Corps says they were caught while attempting to steal armored cable from the street light in Benin. The command's public relations officer, Efosa Egbebo, said that the suspects were arrested on Ushelu to Lagos Road on September 8th in collaboration with some personnel of the Edo Security Network. He said that the suspects, Friday Alex, 32, Favor Oji, 25, and Daniel Biaru, 23, were caught impersonating personnel of the local security network at about 2 a.m., adding that during interrogations, they confessed to vandalizing and stealing of about 100 feet of cable the previous week. Ogbebo said that the suspect would be charged to court once the investigation into the case was concluded. The Nigeria Union of Journalists NUJ has described the allegation of planned tenure elongation of its Central Working Committee as baseless and misleading. The NUJ National Secretary Achike Chude, in a statement issued in Abuja, said the union noted with concern recent online reports alleging an illegal extension of its Central Working Committee by 6 weeks. Chude said that the allegations leveled by Abdul Wahid regarding supposed tenure elongation suggested a worrying ignorance of the workings of the NUJ. According to him, the request to extend the Central Working Committee's tenure by 6 weeks was made collectively in the best interest of the union, not by any individual acting unilaterally. Some parents have faulted the recent admission policy restricting the minimum age of students into tertiary institutions to 18 years, citing its negative social impact on students. The parents called on the federal government to reverse the policy in their separate interviews with the news agency of Nigeria, NAN, in Ibadan on Thursday. Recall that the Minister of Education, Professor Tahir Mamman, recently said candidates seeking admission into tertiary institutions in Nigeria must be 18 years and above. Rotimi Omoni said the policy should have been implemented to ease out students presently under the 6334 education system without any disruption. And that is the news. I am Eugenia Solomon. Keep watching Assets Television for more interesting programs. Also like and follow all our social media handles. Thank you once again for listening.
Welcome to Assets Television, your best station for news, politics, business, sport and entertainment. Your one-stop channel, Assets Television.